So, identity is a common buzzword in the manifestation community. And like everything else, people have taken this incredibly complex idea and reduced it down to a very mental, thought-based thing, where it's just basically who you think you are. However, this way of looking at it is a very, in my opinion, reductive way to view identity and completely removes the fact that identity is so intensely tied to how you feel, how you move through the world, and your behavior, more so than just how you think. If you've already been working on your beliefs and you've tried all the typical advice and nothing seems to be doing it for you, keep watching, because you might have a nervous system that works better with practicality rather than theory. So a lot of people say generally that with manifestation specifically, identity is important because in order to attract the things that we want, you basically have to be the person who already has it. And like a lot of things within spirituality, this is based on truth, but it's not the entire story. Identity is made up of a lot of different things, including our traits, our beliefs, and our experiences. As well as that, there are aspects of our identity that are made up of things that we can't really change, like our race, our culture, the social class we were brought up in, our personality, our looks, our health, our age, our relationships, and trauma. It's a very complex thing that is basically like a complicated spider web where everything interacts with each other. But the part of identity that matters for manifestation is what we believe is possible for us, what we feel we deserve, and if we can handle or sustain that thing. Changing our identity on such a fundamental level can be challenging with thoughts alone, especially consciously. We can tell ourselves something all day long, but if it's not being accepted somatically by our nervous system or by our subconscious mind, it's not going to go in, and we'll end up spinning our wheels. So what we need to do is we need to convince our bodies and our subconscious that what we're saying is possible. There are a number of different ways that you can go about this, and in my feeling stuck video I did touch on a couple of things in there where basically I talked about how doing something new or doing something out of character can help you to slowly shift your perception of yourself, because over time you're teaching your body and your system that new things, new behaviors are safe, and that you're becoming a new person now. But there does need to be a little bit more than that if you are going to change your identity on such a fundamental level. And for a lot of people, the reason why affirmations just don't really do it is because there is no evidence for what you're saying. So your body, your subconscious just doesn't believe it. It sees the situation that you're currently in and just fights against you. Your body needs proof. It needs practical, tangible evidence. So here's how you get evidence. So the first part of anything is awareness. This might sound familiar to you. You need to become very familiar with the type of person who has what you want. If you don't know what that is, then look for examples of people who have the thing you want on social media or in your real life. And I want you to really examine these people. Have a look at the following areas. What skills do they have? What knowledge do they have? What are their daily habits? What are their core beliefs about themselves in relation to what they have? So, do they believe they deserve it? Do they believe it's easy? Do they have belief in their own capability? What's their self-esteem like? Things of that nature. And what is their nervous system regulation like? Obviously, in a lot of those cases, the answers to those questions are going to be positive things. If you're struggling with this, then take a few minutes every day to just brainstorm on it. Brainstorming is something I talked about in my Feeling Stuck video as well, so I will leave that in the card. Once you have the answers to these questions, the most important thing is to start implementing it, because nothing will change if you don't start actually changing. So in your own small way, start learning those skills, get that knowledge, start building those habits slowly and in a small way. And through nervous system regulation, you can begin to build up your beliefs. Because once you've proven to yourself that you can do these things and you can implement those things, your belief in yourself, your self-trust, will naturally increase. Self-trust and self-belief is so important. It's what makes you keep going when you fall or if things go wrong. It's your driver. If you look at any success story, any celebrity, they always talk about how they believe in themselves. Self-belief will get you very far. And I would argue it's what makes manifestation work a lot of the time. And the reason I focus on skills and knowledge and habits in particular is because it will help you to feel more prepared for the things that you want. When you feel ready and prepared for something, you give your nervous system and your brain the reassurance that yes, I can handle this thing. We can have this thing. We are safe holding this thing. I don't believe that in order to get what you want, you have to overhaul your entire life, or you have to change your personality or the way that you are. I think there's room for every type of person, every personality, every background to have a good life and have the things that you want. But I do believe that there are common traits among the rich and successful. There's certain knowledge that people from the upper classes are taught that the rest of us aren't. And it doesn't take a genius to be able to figure this stuff out, but we need to have the right baseline. We need to have a good foundation. It's also worth mentioning here that when you begin the process of this identity level change, where you start convincing your body of new things and new ideas, and you start to actually feel different in yourself, as in, yes, I'm a confident person now. Yes, I'm a person who can handle money. This change can temporarily dysregulate you, like any change can. But when you feel dysregulated from change of any kind, that's when it's most important to keep your regulation methods up and keep riding the wave. Keep feeling your feelings, keep letting the thoughts naturally burn themselves out, because you will get through it. And once you're on the other side of it, you will feel that much better. If you want to know more about how to regulate your nervous system, I will link the video below where I talk about how to do exactly that. Alright, that's all I have for today. A shorter video this time. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. I read all of my comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!